Hello everyone, and welcome, I guess. I decided to start a new series where I would use just the yarn that I have. This is not all of it. This is actually a 3-tier cart that I got from Michael's, I think. But anyways, I have decided to just use the yarn that I have without having to go and buy any new yarn. And just improvise a lot. But I decided I would just film the process. I'm planning on doing one video a day for the month of May, as long as everything goes according to plan. So I decided, since graduation is right around the corner for a lot of people, that we would do something for the plant lovers out there. So I'm going to make a graduation cap that you would like put a plant in, so like a graduation cap cozy, I guess, or cover that you would put around a pot. So with that, let's get into it. Okay, so I have my hook. I typically always just use the H hook 5mm crochet hook, and sorry if it just does not focus, but yeah, my go-to hook is always the H hook, the 5mm one. I got a whole pack of them, a wide variety of sizes from Walmart. The brand is Boye, B-O-Y-E, Boye, I guess. So yeah, so we are going to start with black yarn. I wound mine up, this black yarn. I wounded it up into a cake a couple weeks ago because it was just very tangled, very tangled mess. So yeah, so we're going to start off with a slip stitch. And let's see. I am using a pattern, so I will try and make sure it's linked down below. But yeah, just bear with me as we figure this out together. So it says start at bottom and chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 15 double crochet in 4th hook, or sorry, 15 double crochet in 4th chain from hook. So yeah, so you just skip the first 3 and then you go into the 4th, and then you do 15 double crochet. And my dogs are around me, so if you hear anything kind of weird, that's them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, and 15. And then we are going to slip stitch into the first stitch. Not any of the chains, just the first stitch. So this is what it looks like, what mine looks like right now. I know it's black yarn, so it's more difficult to see, but bear with me. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a square, because we're just doing the cap part, is what it says. So we are then going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to be doing a double crochet and joining. That's what it says. So I'm assuming that means going back into the same stitch that you just slip stitched into. Milo likes to talk a lot, and he's trying to get Timmy to play. Okay, so 3, or we chained 3 and then we did a double crochet, and then 2 double crochets in the next step, in the next stitch, and then repeat all the way around. Okay, so it looks like we do 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way back to the beginning. So we're gonna do that real quick. Okay, so this is what mine is looking like now, like a full-on circle. So I guess the beginning part just looked a little weird to me. I don't know. Yes, but yeah, that is what it looks like to me. So now what we're going to do is we are going to slip stitch into that first stitch of the chain 3 that we did at the beginning. We're going to slip stitch. And at the end of this round, you should have 32 stitches. So the plant that I don't know who made this, but the plant that they use is kind of small. So I'm gonna use this plant, or this orchid that I was given as a little, oh, she's kind of dying right now. I need to water her. I was given this plant as a gift because I got hit by a drunk driver and survived. That will be a different video. But yeah, we're gonna go a little off pattern here. I'm gonna chain 3. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and instead of putting 2 double crochet into each stitch, we're just gonna do one double crochet, and then this will count as 2 double crochets, and then we'll do 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochet, 2, and then 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet, and you're just gonna keep doing that all the way around. The way I really like to count this is I like to do it in sets of 3. So since we just did 2 double crochet right there, I don't know how well you guys can really see it, but there's 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. So in the next stitch, we're gonna do 1 double crochet. But because there's 2 double crochet here, I like to do 1, 2, and then this one I call 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. And then you just do that all the way around till you get back over here where you first started. Okay, so I'm at the very last 2 stitches. So you put 2 in the last one, and then 1 in the, or sorry, 2 in the second to last, and then just 1 stitch in the very last stitch. And then you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. And if you notice that it starts kind of looking like all weird, either you can undo it all and get a bigger stitch or bigger hook, or what you can do is at the end you can block it. So once we're all done, you can definitely block it, and it should give you the exact shape that you're wanting. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of measure. Okay, that looks perfect. There's a little overlap, but honestly I like that, so that it can be, you know, if I want to use it for a different pot that's a bit bigger, there's a little bit of a stretch. I mean, yarn is already stretchy as is, but okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to just do 1 single crochet into each stitch. And again, where you slip stitched, make sure you put a, here. So yeah, so make sure you slip stitch right there to close it up, and then chain 1, and then in the same stitch that you slip stitched in, make sure you put a single crochet. And we are just going to do single crochets all the way around. Okay, so now that we have finished all of the single crochets all around, we are going to chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And then a little just helpful tip that I have learned, nobody ever told me this, but I just learned it on my own, is that if you guys ever have trouble seeing like dark yarn, or if you're using yarn that's just, it's difficult to kind of see the loops that you're using or whatever, get you a crochet hook that lights up. I got mine over at Joann's. I love Joann's. This one again is just the H hook, so it works if you need to like interswitch or switch between hooks if you're switching yarn or whatever. But it really helps. This is what it looks like. There's an on and off switch. It does have a thing where you can change the batteries, which mine is actually needing a battery switch soon. And then, yeah, it comes, mine came with 3 of these types of batteries. I forget what kind of batteries it's called. But Joann's also sells the batteries that you would need too. But yeah, so I'm going to switch to this hook right now so that I can hopefully help you guys be able to see. Also, when you use these hooks, you're able to crochet in the dark. So if you're watching movies with friends that need the lights out and you're like, well, I can't sit through a movie without moving my hands, get one of these. Okay, so back to it. Also, this is not like a paid advertisement or anything. I just love these hooks. Anyways, back to it. So you chained up 3, and then we're going to go into the back loops only, but we're doing double crochets. So this is how it's facing me. And so I would be grabbing the stitch back here. I hate that it's black yarn because it's really difficult to see, but yeah, so on typical stitches there's 2 loops, and so when a pattern says back loops only, the back loop is the loop that's farthest from you. I hope that made sense. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick up the back loop only, and then just double crochet. And then we're going to yarn over, and then back loop only. You see how there's only 1 loop, not including those 2, but just 1, because if I were to, you know, yarn over and then stick through both, there are 2 stitches. So, or 2 loops, I guess. So what we're going to do is we are just going to pick up the back one, which only is 1, and then pull the yarn through, and voila, there's another one. And we are going to do that all the way around. All the way around until we get back to here. So I'm going to just show you guys again, close up and personal. So you're going to yarn over and then stick it through the back loop, which only is 3 loops instead of 4 loops. You pull through, only do 2 and 2, and 1 more time, and then I'm going to switch back over to my regular hook and finish out. Okay. So again, yarn over, stick it through the back loop. You only have 3 loops on it. Pull through 2, and then pull through 2 more. So I'm going to finish out this round and then continue on, and then we'll go to the next round. Okay, we are back at the beginning, and as you can see, if you like flip it over, it's starting to like form a ball, which is why people do the back loop only method if they're wanting to do something like this, or even just making a bowl. Jeez Louise. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we are going to slip stitch into the first chain, or the first stitch. So when you chain 3, the 3rd chain, you're going to slip stitch in. But if you guys find that too kind of difficult to do, what you can do is you can just slip stitch into the first stitch. I do that quite often if I'm just having a lot of trouble trying to get it into the first or the 3rd chain of the chain 3. But again, that's just up to you. So then we are going to chain 3 again. So 1, 2, and 3, and then we are just going to do 1 double crochet into each double crochet, or each stitch. Just 1 double crochet all the way around, And so nothing, don't do any like back loops or front loops or anything like that. It's just regular double crochet into each stitch. So I am going to do that real quick. Okay, so we are at the beginning again. And what we're going to do is we are going to do 2 more rows. Well, first we're going to slip stitch and then chain 3. And then we're going to do 2 more rows of just, well, 2 more rows for now of just the just double crochets all the way around, 1 per chain, and that's it, or 1 per stitch. So come back after 2 more rows, and then we'll see if we want to add more rounds to make it more of a length, or keep it as is. Okay, so I have finished with the other 2 rows, and this is what it is looking like right now. Very much like a bowl, or I don't know, something. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in. And yes, there is quite a bit of space, but I think that's okay. I don't know, what do we think? I think maybe 1 more row would be okay. I think that would do it quite nicely. Yeah, I think so. Again, or maybe this is the first time I'm saying it. If you guys don't like how loose it is, or anything, you can always not do the 3rd row of these stitches. You know, the 2 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 single crochet. You guys don't have to do that. I did it because I wanted this to be a bit bigger, and considering I'm giving it to one of my friends and she typically has bigger pots, at least I think she does, I wanted to make it bigger, I guess, or give it more room. We were going to add 1 more row. 1, 2, 3, double crochet. Yeah, we're just gonna add 1 more row because I think it will look better, I guess. I think it will. Again, you guys don't have to do this. It is solely up to you, but personally, I want to add it. I think also what I'm gonna do is go and get a pot that actually fits this size. Or maybe even a vase. I think maybe a vase. I think I might try to find a vase that will fit this perfectly, beautifully. Okay, so now we're back at the beginning and I'm just going to slip stitch. And this seems like a decent size to me. I don't know. It seems like a different, or a decent, like, length. Because that's kind of where the bottom is, and then that's like where the top is. That looks really decent to me. Yeah, that looks like a good size. Let's just use this pot for reference. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just get like a smaller, like not have it be so like big lengthwise, but maybe a bit wider. Yeah, I think that would be good. Okay, and then what you're going to do after that, once you have finished all the rows that you want to do from the base all the way up, you are going to cut the yarn. I don't think you have to leave a huge long tail, but yeah, just fasten it off, secure it, all that fun stuff. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the brim. Okay, so again on this, what you're going to do is where you worked all of your back loops, that's where you're going to join your yarn. So, and then you're only going to do like the front loop, I guess is what they're saying. So you see how there's like an edge right there, all the way around. So you're going to just pick up the first, just the loop, and that's it. You could technically start anywhere you wanted to. I'm probably gonna start like probably like right around in this area. Got white little fuzzies. Yeah, I'm probably gonna start like here, because then I'll be crocheting that way. So I'm just going to grab this first stitch, pull my yarn through, but I'm only going to keep it like this so I keep both sides. I'm going to try to make it as tightly as possible. So we are going to do a double crochet, a triple crochet, so there is your triple crochet, and then 2 double crochets. Okay, and then instead of 7, because if we had actually followed this pattern verbatim, we would have fastened off with 32 stitches, but because I went off on my own and chose to do it kind of differently, we have to then do all of it kind of differently. So let's count the stitches real quick. 1, 2, 3, 5, 46, 47, 48, 49. Okay, so I currently have 49 stitches. So let's see, let's do a little bit of math. I think what I'm going to do is, instead of 7 in between each corner, I think I'm gonna try to do 10 in between each corner and see how that works out. So that is what, wow, this is really dying. It's like not even really on anymore. Okay, so yes, so I'm going to do 10 double crochets in the next 10 stitches. So 1, 2, and 10. I think that would be good. Or should we do 12 instead? Let's do 12. I think 12 would be good. So 10, 11, and 12. And then from here, we are going to do the 2 double crochet, triple crochet, and then 2 double crochet all in the same loop. So 1, 2 double crochet, triple crochet, remember, needs to have 3 on, and then it's 2, 2, and 2. That's what makes it a triple. And then 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. And then in the next 12 loops, we're going to do 1 double crochet in each. So 1, 2, 3, 12. Okay, and then in the next, we are going to do again the 2 double crochet, a triple crochet, and 2 double crochets. And it all goes in the same loop. So 1, 2 double crochets, a triple crochet, and then 2 more double crochets, and 2. And then again, you're going to do double crochets in 12 stitches, just 1 double crochet in 12 stitches. So 1, 2, and maybe I didn't do my math completely correct. I don't know, it looks right. And let's see, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. 12. 13. Okay, so what I'm going to do is where you have the 12th one, we're going to do the whole 2 double crochets. So 1, 2, and then the triple crochet, and then the double crochet, and another double crochet. And then we're just going to finish out with double crochets until you get back to here. Okay, and then you're going to slip stitch, and then we're going to look to see if it actually looks right, and if not, then I need to redo this. So, I mean, it looks okay. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it looks okay. I don't think I need to redo it. It looks pretty even. No, you know what, the more that I look at it, I'm going to undo it all the way up to this one. And then instead of how we did 12, I'm going to go back to where we were on 10. And think try to make 10 the double crochet, triple crochet, and then double crochet, and then see how that looks. And then the rest of the way, I'm just going to be replacing the double crochets, one in each stitch. Okay, so I got to the got back to where we were, and then I'm going to slip stitch the yarn so I don't lose my stitch, and then see how it is. I think that looks better. I think so, yeah. Yeah, technically there should only be like 11, and then one of them would just have like an extra one or something like that. But yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, so now once you slip stitch back into where you started, you are then going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and you are going to double crochet into that same stitch, and then in the next we're going to, which should be the triple crochet. So then what we're going to do in that one is we are going to do 2 double crochet, a triple crochet, and then 2 double crochets. And then in the next one, then we're going to, I believe, do, so it says do 11 crochet, but because we already did 11 crochet, well, technically 12, let's see if we can do 12 crochet in between each corner. So okay, so on the first, so from here to here, where you first started all the way to here, I did 16 double crochets in each stitch, and then so now I'm at the triple crochet in the middle. So right here is where our triple crochet is, and we are going to do 2 double crochets, a triple crochet, a double crochet, and another double crochet. And then I'm going to count the stitches all the way to the next triple crochet. Okay, so the next one, I got the same amount of stitches. It's 16. So then again, we're going to do the 2 double crochets, the triple crochet, and then 2 double crochets, and then just double crochets all the way to the next, where the next triple crochet is. So from here to here, which is the third side, I got 14. So now again, do 2 double crochet, a triple crochet, and then 2 double crochets, and then just double crochets all the way till the beginning, right there. Okay, so then from here all the way back to the beginning, I got 12 stitches. So clearly my math is a little off, but I mean, it's fine, I guess. It still is making it look like exactly how I want it to. So I guess the whole stitch thing isn't, like, it's important, but like not like crucial, I guess. My goodness. I'm trying to pick these stitches up and it just, or I'm trying to slip stitch. It just is not wanting. Okay, so now what you can decide is, do I want to add another row or do I just want to call it quits? I'm going to add another row of the same thing that we've been doing because I feel like this needs to be bigger. Yeah, I just feel like it needs to be a bit bigger because the actual like flat part, I guess the top of it, or what's it called, the brim, I guess, it to me needs to be bigger. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add another row or two. I guess it kind of depends on how it looks once I finish this row. So what I'm doing is I'm chaining 3, putting a double crochet in the same stitch that we slip stitched into, and then I'm double crocheting 1, 2, 3 more stitches until we get to where the triple crochet is, which is the point. And then I'm going to be doing 2 double crochet, a triple crochet, a double crochet, and then another double crochet. And then I'm just going to be doing double crochets in each stitch all the way until the next point, or corner, I guess is what you could also call it. And so now I'm at where the triple crochet is, and so we're going to do 2 double crochet, a triple crochet, and a double crochet, and another double crochet, and then just single crochets, or not single crochets, double crochets until you get to the next side. And now we've reached it again, and we're going to do 2 double crochet, a triple crochet, and 2 double crochets, and then double crochets all the way across again. Okay, so again we're back at the point, or where the triple crochet is. We're going to do 2 double crochets, a triple crochet, and then another 2 double crochets, and then double crochet all the way across till you get back to the beginning. Okay, and then now I am slip stitching, pulling the yarn, kind of looking to see if I want to do another row, and honestly I think I'm good. This is what it looks like. I think it's perfect length now. Yeah, that is where I am at the moment. And now what we are going to do is we are just going to chain 1 and then single crochets all the way, or just about all the way. Basically, we are going to single crochet until we get to the triple stitch, which is right there. And then we are going to do 2 single crochets. So 1, 2, a half double crochet. So a half double crochet is you just yarn over, you stick it through, pull, and then you pull through all 3. And then we are doing 2 single crochets. And then we are going to single crochet all the way until we reach the next triple. And this is just, in a way, giving it a nice border. So now 2 single crochets, a half double crochet, and 2 more single crochets, and then single crochets all the way around. I just realized that I'm starting to play yarn chicken, and we still have a little bit of ways to go, so that's a little nerve-wracking. But 2 single crochets, half double crochet, and then 2 single crochets, and then just single crochets all the way around. Okay, so we have made it to the last triple crochet, and again we are going to put in 2 single crochets, a half double crochet, and then 2 single crochets. 1, 2, and then single crochets all the way down, and I am almost out of yarn. I hate playing yarn chicken. It is not a fun job or fun game to play. Am I going to make it? I think so. That's exciting. I'm almost there. I made it, and I still have some yarn. Not a lot. This is like it. Which I guess in hindsight I had enough, but it started feeling like I didn't. So you're going to slip stitch and fasten off. And now we are going to do the chain and tassel. So I need to figure out what color the psychology degree is. I got my degree in psychology, but I don't remember the color of the tassel. I still think it's so funny that like a business degree and stuff is the color drab, because it just fits it so well. Okay, so psychology is gold. So I think I need to find me some gold yarn, or either that or I will just use yellow. Either way, I'm going to go look and see if I have any gold yarn. So I don't have gold per se, but I did find this yellow yarn. It looks more gold to me than like this yarn, so we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna make the chain and tassel. So we're gonna chain, first we're gonna start with 39. First we're gonna start chaining 39 stitches. Just a simple chain. My chain is 39 stitches. I'm going to pull it and then wrap it around. So as you can see, it doesn't quite make it, so we are going to need to do more than 39 stitches. So I'm thinking maybe 49 stitches instead, and then see if that works. I've done 49 now, and we're gonna see again if it reaches, and it does. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this stitch and make sure all of the stitches are facing the same way, and I'm going to attach with a slip stitch. Just a simple slip stitch. And then you're just left with a circle. And then you don't need a long tail for this. I'm just gonna tie this in a knot. And have that just be it. And then what we're going to do is now we're going to make the tassel. I'm using my measuring tape, and I'm just going to measure from about the start of it all the way to like 8 inches. And not stretch it. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not stretching it while I'm measuring. Okay, so this is about 8 inches. And for this, you can really just do as many strands or loops. I'm kind of doing loops as you want. More so just depends on how thick you want the tassel to be. That's really all it is. I think that's a good amount. So now I'm going to cut it. So I don't need the rest of that. And then, let's see. So it says fold in half. Okay, so now what we need to do is, I believe I need to just cut this. And then take like 2 of the strands. Yeah, so I need to remove 2 of the strands, not stands. Two of the strands, and then tie a knot. Oh, actually, scratch that. You need 3 strands, because one of them you're going to do like a slip knot, I think, kind of. Yeah, I guess kind of like that. So it's like that. And then, let's see. Then you would take the rest of your yarn, put this like that, so it's kind of like on the back of it. Or better yet, take these 2 strands, put them both around so it's like it's saddling it, and then make sure, you know, both sides are still even. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to tie a knot around it, a tight knot. Make sure it's all still semi, you know, how it's supposed to be. And then with the other 2 strands that you took, you're going to take it and then wrap it up near the top. And I guess try to make that the same length, or try to make them the same length. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tie a knot around it and tie it tight. And then I'm just going to take the strands of the knot and then just wrap them around. We'll try to wrap them around. Or, hold on. So yeah, so I'm definitely gonna tie it around. Or wrap it around. And then I'm going to do it on the, then I'm going to tie it again. This is a bit difficult, actually. I don't know why this is so difficult, but it's a bit difficult for me today. That looks good, right? I think. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come to the bottom and just like cut off all this extra stuff that's not really the same length, so it stays pretty much the same length, kind of. Almost feel like I'm cutting hair. Okay, that looks good to me. And then what I'm going to do is take this and take this, and then I'm just going to pull it through, and then it basically just does that, which is almost too long. Okay. Then I think what I'm actually going to do, because it's too long, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to stick one end in there of the loose yarn from this, and I'm going to tie a very tight knot. And then I'm just gonna tie it one more time, or do one more knot, and then that's basically what it is. Okay, so I went ahead and I just finished and just tied it. And then what I did was I took a smaller hook. Also, my dogs have the zoomies right now, so that's what all that noise is in the background. Had to give Milo an unexpected bath, but yes, I digress. So yeah, so I just attached it to this. So then what we're going to do is just put the tassel thing around it. And there you have it. Overall, this was pretty easy to make. Yeah, overall, this was pretty easy to make. It really only took me maybe an hour or two to fully make it. And yeah, your plant lovers will love it. What I'm probably going to do is add or embroider the college degree month and year on like one of the corners or something. But yeah, overall this was a pretty easy thing to make. Probably would recommend it, especially if you have plant lovers that are graduating or plant parents that are graduating. This would be an excellent gift. But thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in for my next video, which should be up tomorrow. Probably in the evening, because that's probably when it will get edited and everything. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment anything you want to see me make. Always up for ideas on things to make. I love making things. I love creating. I love crocheting. Yeah. So, yes, I hope you enjoyed this video.